Hello guys, my name is Yash. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see structure of Java program. It is necessary to know the exact structure of Java program, and this video contains a detailed description of it. Here in this video, you will study the structure of Java program, such as how to create a simple Java program and what their different sections mean. At the end of this video, you will be able to develop the Hello World Java program easily. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any updates. Let's see which elements are included in the structure of Java program. A typical structure of Java program contains the following elements: documentation section, package declaration, import statements, interface section, class definition, class variables, and constants, main method class, methods, and behaviors. The documentation section is an important section but optional for a Java program. It includes basic information about a Java program. The information includes the author's name, date of creation, version, program name, company name, and description of the program. It improves the readability of the program. Whatever we write in the documentation section, the Java compiler ignores the statement during the execution of program. To write the statements in the documentation section, we use comments. Comments are beneficial for the programmer because they help them understand the code. These are optional, but we suggest you use them because they are useful to understand the operation of the program. So you must write comments within program. The comments may be single line, multi-line, and documentation comments. Single line comment starts with pair of forwarding slash. Multi-line comment starts with forward slash asterisk and ends with asterisk forward slash. We write between these two symbols. Documentation comment starts with delimiter, that is forward slash and double asterisk, and ends with asterisk and forward slash. There is a provision in Java that allows you to declare your classes in a collection called package. You can create a package with any name. A package is a group of classes that are defined by a name. That is, if you want to declare many classes within one element, then you can declare it within a package. The package declaration is optional, that is, if you do not want to declare any package, then there will be no problem with it and you will not get any errors. It is placed just after the documentation section. In this section, we declare the package name in which the class is placed. Note that there can be only one package statement in a Java program. It must be defined before any class and interface declaration. We use the keyword package to declare the package name. It is declared as package name. The package contains many predefined classes and interfaces. If we want to use any class of particular package, we need to import that class. The import statement represents the class stored in the other package. We use the import keyword to import the class. It is written before the class declaration and after the package statement. We use the import statement in two ways: either import a specific class or import all classes of a particular package. In Java program, we can use multiple import statements. For example, import java.util.scanner. It imports the scanner class only. And second is import java.util.asterisk. It imports all the classes of java.util package. It is an optional section which is mainly used to implement multiple inheritance in Java. We can use interface in classes by using the implements keyword. An interface can also be used with other interfaces by using the extends keyword. We can create an interface in this section if required. We use the interface keyword to create an interface. It contains only constants and method declarations. An interface cannot be instantiated, but it can be implemented by classes or extended by other interfaces. So here is an example of interface. We have created car as an interface by using interface keyword. In this section, we define the class. It is a vital part of Java program. Without the class, we cannot create any Java program. A Java program may contain more than one class definition. We use the class keyword to define the class. It contains information about user-defined methods. variables, and constants. Every Java program has at least one class that contains the main method. Here is an example of class definition. In this section, we define variables and constants that are to be used later in the program. In a Java program, the variables and the constants are defined just after the class definition. The variables and constants stores values of the parameter. It is used during the execution of program. We can also decide and define the scope of variables by using the modifiers. It defines the life of the variables. Here's an example of class student. In this section, we define the main method. It is essential for all Java programs because the execution of all Java programs starts from the main method. In other words, it is an entry point of the class. It must be inside the class. Inside the main method, we create objects and call the methods. We use the following statement to define the main method. In this section, we define the functionality of the program by using the methods. The methods are the set of instructions that we want to perform. These instructions execute at runtime and perform the specified task. If you like this video, share it with your friends and also don't forget to like.